Okay, now what we're going to learn is, okay, what is the project budget? Okay, what is the project budget? What is the project budget? What are the components of? Oops, sorry. What are the components of the project budget? Okay, project budget. Something very, very, sorry. Budget. What are the components of the project budget? Okay, a couple of days back I told you something called as contingency reserve, management reserve. I told I'll teach you when I come to. Okay, I think this is going to be a beautiful story. Contingency reserve and then one more management reserve. Okay, where is the scope baseline? What is cost baseline? Whatever. Okay, listen. Let's suppose. Okay, Okay. This is the CEO of your company. Okay, let's say CEO slash, let's say, program manager. The guy who you are reporting to, isn't it? Okay, this is this guy. I generally don't put him as a person, so I didn't keep him as a block. This is you, project manager. Okay, and this guy is the project estimator who is under you. Okay, this is a story which I am telling you. You will understand something very, very. Project estimator. Okay, a person who is working under you. Okay, any comments? Okay, now let's suppose. Okay, let's suppose this. This is the hierarchy. Like this. Okay, no, wait, listen. Now let's suppose one customer. This guy still is there, customer and customer and who is the other guy? Customer representative and project sponsor. Isn't it? These people came to our office and whatever. Okay, they had a requirement. Isn't it? One project they want to build and isn't it? We did the scope, we did the schedule. Now the time to do the budget. Isn't it? Okay, now listen. Okay, now let's suppose we understood their scope, everything. We asked this estimator, he can be an expert under you. Isn't expert judgment, one of the tool technique for this, determine the him. Okay, now let's suppose this gentleman, okay, this estimator, there are estimators, isn't it? He gave you, let's say, an estimate. Let's give you a number. Let's say he said, okay, let's say I'm John here, okay, and you are here. Okay, listen. He gave John, for me to complete this project costs me $100. Estimator. Any comments? Okay. One thing is for sure. Okay. Let's say the actual. Let's say he would say $90. Actually, it costs $90. Okay. Plus some reserve he will keep. Isn't it? Sure, you're not going to tell me $90, isn't it? You keep some reserve. Any comments? This would be $10. This would depends on the risk of the project, isn't it? Let me just tell you one story. This will be very, very clear, and I'm just trying to link everything what I thought. This will make your life easy. That's why I think when I started this class, I spoke about this, and I just re-speak. Things will be very easy. Okay. Can I just tell you, this was our, let's say this is chapter 5, we have something here called as package. More specifically, work package. Isn't it? At this stage, isn't it? Below that is called activity. Is this clear? Okay. So can I tell you, okay, this $90, okay, is called activity of, let's say, let me just tell you one thing. Listen, can I just tell you this is called activity cost estimate. Okay, plus this $10 is called activity, because activity, isn't it? You are coming at this stage, isn't it? Activity means we started dividing each, isn't it? Activity contingency reserve. Just put the word contingency reserve. isn't it? Contingent. What's that? Okay, my mouse has a. Okay, listen. Is it clear? So this $100 is so and so. Okay, then this $100 is given to me, isn't it? Any comments? Now, do you think I'm going to give the CEO directly $100? I never know how accurate his estimate is, isn't it? I always add something to it. Can I say $100 plus some percentage, 10%, 3%, based on how risky this project is? Isn't it? I would add this. Yeah, this is done by the PM, isn't it? Isn't it? So can I say, let's say his $100 plus my reserve? Can I call this contingency reserve? Okay, and this is called. Can I say I'm coming from the activity to the work package? So can I call this work package cost estimate? Sure, I finished from the activity level. I'm going, where is this? Activity level. I came to the package level. This is my stage. Any comments? Okay. So actually, if you look at it in other perspective, okay, I'm not telling other perspective too much. Don't take tension. This is called what we learned so much. Okay, so this one. Okay, what is this? Work package cost estimate plus our contingency reserve, who by the PM is also called what we learned just now. Cost baseline. Okay, is also called control cost. Sorry, control accounts. Different meaning, different words, same meaning. Okay, is it clear? So we would look at something. Let's say I also added some 20% on that. So mine is $120. If I would say my cost baseline is $120, yes or no? Let's say this much is $20. I added extra, isn't it? So I give the CEO $120 for me to complete this project, his scope of work, isn't it? Okay, now CEO, what he does, I'm sure he is going to margin whatever. He puts one more reserve called management reserve. Okay, this let's say this work package estimate plus contingent, which is equal to the cost baseline, or also equal to the control accounts. Okay, plus let's say, can I just say the CEO gives him the let's say our cost baseline, okay, plus management reserve. This is called our project budget. Is it clear? I will explain again. Okay, is it clear? This is what he looks at. The customer and the project, the customer represent or project sponsor looks at the project budget. He does not see what is inside that. I hope it is clear. So just let me rub it, and then I explain again. Or before I explain again, I will just give you one example, and then we will re-explain it. Okay. Any comments? So let's say he gives the, what is this guy? The customer represent $130. The project of our, total budget of the project is $130. Any comments? Let me just ask you one simple question. Very, very simple question. You cannot hear me. Hello? Listen. Okay, now firing. Because I was thinking, how come you're not hearing? Because firing round. When question round sometimes too. True, not a cable. It's my headset. Sounds, noise. Okay. Okay. Let's come back to the rounding question. Okay, back to the question.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's suppose. Okay, this is clear, huh? Everything is clear so far.
Yes, yes.
Okay, now let's say. Okay, now I'm talking about the project estimator, post project estimator. Okay, listen. Everything is smooth. Okay, we started. This is all planning before, isn't it? This is the budget, isn't it? $130 is the budget of the project. Any comments here? But for this guy, project estimator, his maximum budget is $100. He can't cross that because he signed and told John, this much is the, isn't it, estimate.
Yes.
Similarly, for the project manager, poor John, he has to only say $120, not more. Isn't it? More or less than $130 also. Isn't it? CEO cannot go. Okay, anyway. Now my question is as follows. Okay, this is during planning. During execution. Okay, during execution. Okay, during this activity cost. Okay, during execution, sometimes. Okay, sometimes the cost might have increased. Isn't it possible? Isn't it? Let's say I bid this project 2007, now 2022. That time this cost, let's say first good, valid reason, let's say it became $95. Isn't it? Just this is not, it will be more, but let's give you a first piece of cake answer, isn't it? So what this estimator can do? Okay, he can take some of this reserve and put here, and he still have $5 extra as reserve, isn't it? Let's suppose a scenario comes when before was 90 plus 5, no? Let's suppose the cost now it became 120. Possibility is there, isn't it? The new cost, leave reserve, only this cost itself became $120. What he can do? Go to the 5th floor and jump down? No. Isn't it? Okay. Now my question is, now this guy is, he has crossed his limit. This is possible. Sometime it has happened, isn't it? Cost, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
And this $120 is just on my budget, For some reason it just is my, but my reserve, everything goes for one activity. Now similarly other activities also will have cost overrun. What do I do? Okay, let me not take that such a severe case. Let us take $110. Okay, let's. I'm coming to that the third case. Okay, this is good movie, So I don't want to make directly, villain finished, Case 2 is, let's say it became 110, and so from my $10 he takes it. I'm going to make a big face, but that's my reserve.
There's no other choice. Yeah.
Isn't it? Okay, and still I don't call my CEO. He is not aware about this story, but things are going smooth. Let's say case number 3, where instead of 190 it became, let's say, $130. Just for one activity to rise, one price became 90 to 130. Now I cannot help him, sure. And even this guy is equal to the project budget. Even if I go to the CEO, he would say, Habibi, if I give you everything, our company is not doing any one halala or $1 or 1 cent profit. What do you think will save us? Will save, now you don't tell, you are PM, okay, good. But what will save project estimator, or let's say what will save us? Let's say now we are the project manager. What will save us?
Okay. Now what will save us is option 1. We have to see in another work packages or in another activities from where we can save some contingency reserves.
Okay.
Okay. To balance this thing. Okay.
Just time out. Okay, time out. One minute. Time out means just pause. Yeah. What you said is good. Okay, very good. But the thing is, if you notice that, okay, just notice this. Okay, this you said is good. Let's say, you said, John, if any other place is there, we can take this guy to save here, isn't it? That's what you're telling, isn't it? John, any other contingency reserve of your work package? Yes, I agree with you. But let's suppose this $130, the worst case scenario, is equal to the whole project budget. So where you will reserve now? There is no, but really your point is valid. I would not say like beautiful point, but let's make it, let's say 140. Halas, I make it worst. Halas. So now isn't it? Now there is no point of saving anywhere. Okay, go ahead.
So the other thing is, I'll have to go back to my from where did I get this $90? I have to go and see the past.
What is that word? What is beautiful, genius?
Yeah.
Basis of estimate. On what basis did I do the document?
Yes, that document I have to get.
Okay. Okay, but I found example. I got the receipt. Now this is the receipt. This will save the estimator. But what will save me? This will save estimator.
Change of a request for change.
That will be there. But moving forward, I have to put change request. Sure, that is isn't it? That's why I cannot do the project. Sure, forget that. But my question is this: good answer. Okay, you're coming very close to the answer. Listen, this basis of estimator would save project estimator. Would it not save me?
Yes.
Can I test? Okay, this document which saves you will save me? No. He will not. He is going to hang tight to this. He says, John, I will not give you this because this is my, isn't it? My ticket, hall ticket to, isn't it? Exit. But what will save John? I am a project manager. You are not estimator, isn't it? Good answer. Okay, I am very happy you are giving answers. Now, third answer. Yalla. Who will save John?
The only sponsor can help us. Only the sponsor. Because you have to go with him with all the documents.
But how do I prove him that? Listen, just one random question. Okay, just one random question. Very random question. Okay, I am happy what you are trying to tell. Okay, yes, that is the end result. I have to go and tell him, Kida, before we did $90, but now it is $140, which is above. Do you think he's going to approve it? He will say, go to hell. Isn't it? Let's suppose we're doing a contract with each other. Okay, let's suppose, just give me a random question. Okay, let's suppose our contract is for $100. Okay, you tell me, John, I want you to do this job. I say, okay, $100, fine. Now, when I'm doing the job, let's say halfway through, I'm telling you, no, this is not 100, it's going to be 150. Would you accept it? Isn't it? For us, we started this work, I'm giving a hint now. Okay. What you said? Contract, project charter. Now I gave you some hint. Now give me the answer. There is something here. One of the documents here which will support us, which will save us. That word is, okay, do you want me to give the word or you can just think about it. I want you to think about it. I know you came very close. I wanted to put the word genius on the screen. Okay, seriously, this was a very good answer. Okay, very, I am not joking, but this was a beautiful answer. This is also a very good answer which you gave, John. It will take reserve from other one. That is also a beautiful answer. Okay, but this case, $140 exceeds my reserve, contingency reserve, it exceeds. Mine only was 120. It became 140 that it also took up management reserve. I don't have right for this, okay, I don't have right for it. Okay, management would give me after I give a change request for them. Okay, but let's suppose now 140 is above what project budget. So even they can't give me acceptance for that. What will save me? Okay, project charter, yes, but in the project charter there is something called, I think I have told you, when we, just a second, when we did this, where is my pen? When we did this project, we had something called as, isn't it? Is my pen here? Yeah, my pen is, okay, isn't it? Assumption. We assumed that the price would not increase. Isn't it? And there is one more thing called as validity. Isn't it? Isn't it? Whenever you do anything, tender, we will do this project within this time period. Beyond that time period, we will not be, isn't it? Isn't it? Everything has a time period, validity, isn't it? This would be within this time period. Beyond that time period, sorry, we cannot help you, because we know that prices would change. Now let's say in 2007 we took this bid. Okay, actually there was actually a bigger trailer movie for this, but I think I became fast on giving the movie directly. Okay, is it clear? Okay, can I rub everything? I will explain again and then we move forward. Okay? Okay, listen. The trailer of the movie, actual trailer of the movie. Let's go to the movie. Listen. Let's suppose, okay, these people came 2007. Okay? Any comments? Okay. Now in 2007, these people, who are these people? The customer and project sponsor. They told, let's say they sent an ad. Okay? We want to complete this project. A bid, let's say. Isn't it? Many people came to participate in this bid. Any comments? One of them was our CEO. And other companies were there. Okay? Any comments? I'm going to give one more question for you. Let's suppose, okay, everybody, let's say our company gave a bid for completion of this project. Just give me a small number, 120 million. Okay? Okay? Other people gave around, let's say, 125 million. Okay? This dollar should have come everywhere. I'm making the mistake. Anyway, okay? Somewhere, some CEO, one company gave the CEO, okay, one CEO gave the bid $25 million. Can you just tell me, this is CEO number N, okay, bid, okay, it's not yet awarded, but let's say one of these CEO, let's say one company gave, okay, 25 million, when others are in this 120, 125, 130, whatever, that range. This guy just gives us $25 million bid. What do you think gave him, what was the catch here? He has given his requirements, okay? This standard has to be met, whatever. This all requirement he has given. Okay, everybody has seen it. And this fellow, the CEO N, okay, company N, gives a bid of $25 million. Whereas our company, this series of companies are giving all above greater than equal to $125 million. Okay, now you can. How come this guy given in 25 million? Sure, blindly, if a person does not see it, he says, John, this guy will take that project. But what do you think? There should be something.
For me, I would think the first thing is he has not understood the scope of it.
Very good. Excellent. Good answer. Very good. True.
Second thing is, if he has not understood the scope of work, he will not able to design what is the client requirement. He will not able to give the deliverable what the client wants at the end.
True. 1 minute, okay? Time out. Sorry to interrupt you. Very sorry to interrupt you. Very good answer, okay? What do you think, if he didn't understand the requirement correctly, what is wrong in him? What is wrong? One document which is wrong in him. Okay, I will put the masala for that. Can I say the project scope statement of his project scope statement is wrong?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Another reason this guy would have put that amount just to get into the tender. Okay, there are some like these characters.
True. Very least tender, yeah.
Yes, a false. He must have put a false company.
Okay.
This could be one.
Actually, let me put. Actually, your two answers are coming to one point, which is that answer. Okay, your very good answer. Seriously, beautiful answers you are giving. Okay, John. First thing, maybe he didn't understand what is required, isn't it? I am asking building. He's giving me cycle. That is one requirement. Second thing is for giving you. Let's imagine that we are in this company. Now it would be a good story. Isn't it? Now, others means you can point finger, but now for us, difficult to point, isn't it? Okay, now I want you to justify this 25 million. Do you want my help?
Now it's reversed. Okay, now in this case, I'm able to
Okay.
with a better option, with more cheaper.
No. Don't talk about cheap here. Okay, because quality has been already told. You need to use this equipment. Let's say ABB or whatever. Your electro.
Maybe I can do this whole project with less resources. Maybe I have something already in place by my organization.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I can achieve that PSS.
Okay.
That's why maybe I can afford to give this in 25 million.
When others can give it 120.
When the others have to build that solution.
Okay, actually your point is near. Yeah, your point is valid. Okay, point is valid. I like to add some more masala. Okay, let's suppose. Okay, these all company require me to complete it.
Yes.
Can I call myself a subcontractor?
Yes.
Isn't it? Because if those people have to complete the job, their work plus their overhead cost.
Yes.
But okay, let's say this is their work day for them to do plus, isn't it, overhead cost. But maybe this thing is I am doing it, isn't it? Instead of they're doing, I am doing it directly, and my overhead cost is something like this. Okay, we have 100. We can give 100 examples why this happened. Okay, but I think from my point of view, okay, actually I was trying to point out some finger, not point out some finger. I wanted to point. I want some point of finger. I wanted to put, try to push you toward one corner, stating that actually you put something very good before. Okay, John, we didn't understand everything. Imagine that we understood everything. Okay, and what we did, I put the word project scope statement for some reason. Okay, can you just tell me what are the components of the project scope statement? John, this is out of syllabus. I gave you the word, John. Now next you put masala on that.
The project scope statement is what is the requirement of the client. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What are all complete details of whatever he requires and what we can do.
Okay.
The below part is what we can deliver.
Okay.
What
I think.
is doable and what is not doable. This is the statement.
Can I just tell you, this is called exclusions,
Exclusive.
isn't it?
Yes.
So let's suppose this is his requirement. I'm not doing half of it. I'm just doing this.
Okay.
My exclusion clearly says that I'm not going to do this. So this cost this much,
Okay. Makes sense.
isn't it? My exclusions are too high,
Exclusive.
isn't it? Because then tomorrow he will sign this.
Yeah.
What as per what I shared with you, I can't do this. That's why it is charging $125. Or we can come to many computations and permutations and so why isn't it? I believe logically, isn't it? Because we learned just a couple of days back that's why I wanted to bring introduction to that again. Anyway, is this clear? My aim was not to bring to this, but I brought this topic forward. Anyway, we're talking about.
That's a valid point. What is exclusion? Why people do it? Okay, I got it.
Okay, now actually our aim was to learn the budget. Okay, now let's say 2007, this guy did not, now assume that we were not this, we were here, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
A good old case, we were CO1, our CO1, let's say 2007, we won let's say 2007 we bid, and let's say on 2022, okay, 22, yeah, this is 22, yeah, our company got the project. We made success party and whatever party, because we got the project. Isn't it? Things were going smooth. Okay, let me just tell you. Okay, can you tell me, how did we do the budget in 2007. Okay, let's just tell you the story, okay? Can we just tell you one thing like this? Okay, we have our project, isn't it? We divided that project into phases, and this phases we divided into activity. Isn't it? At the activity level, we know as per the PMP, we have something called as cost estimate, isn't it? There is an estimator, sure, isn't it? At the estimate level, this is called the activity level, isn't it? At the activity level, let's say the estimator gave us his estimate. I call that activity cost estimate, ACE. Activity cost estimate. Plus, at the activity level, he added some reserve. isn't it? Activity contingency reserve. Activity contingency reserve. Any comments? So we came around, let's say this guy put his full, everything, all in, $80 million. Any comment total? This would be, let's say, 60 million and 20 million, here and there if it goes, isn't it? Any comments? Okay, this can I also call, if every activity, this is also called work package cost estimate. Okay, this $80 million is called work package cost estimate plus John's let's say reserve, contingency reserve. This much is called what, control account or cost baseline, isn't it? Confusion? Okay, so let's say 80 million plus my 20 million, we said 100 million. 100 million, isn't it? This 100 million, isn't it? This is my reserve, contingency reserve. Management says, okay, we add, we never know when John was drinking or something, so better add 20 million extra, or his team members were drinking or something, so better to add some extra reserve. This is called what? Management reserve, isn't it? Cost baseline plus management reserve together gives us our project budget, which is equal to 120 million. I hope it is clear. My aim was not to teach you, my aim was to teach you this. Okay, this is actually what is given in the PMBOK. He given you a beautiful table, which I think if I not given this example, you won't digest it. Isn't this is called project budget? So can we say project budget is basically cost baseline plus management reserve? Isn't it? Another thing, I do not have right to touch this management. I have right to touch my reserve, contingency, my reserve. Do I say no? I know you have paid. I know. I can tell this. Can I tell this? I know my budget is 120 million. Can I take this 20 million? No, I can't ask. Okay, one request. One question coming up. If I want to charge, let's say, take some of this. Let's say I want to take at least 5 million from it. What do I do? Let me just give you a story. Just 1 second, okay? Just one random question, and then we will go ahead. All good? Okay, listen. Let me continue my story. Isn't it? I think some of my students tell, John, you become a very good grandfather when you become old. Telling stories. Okay, listen. With me? Okay, let's just assume, okay? Now this is the customer and project sponsor. He comes to me and he has a request that he needs, let's say, just give me a very, very random, easy example, okay? Today is Friday also, no? I need, let's say, chicken biryani. Okay, which cost, let's say, $100. Any comments? Requirement chicken biryani. Isn't it? He gives a requirement to the client and to his team members to do it because, project manager does not do the job. He instructs them to do, isn't it? Okay. And, they do something, isn't it? And let's suppose, end of the thing, the team member deliverable a biryani, let's say vegetarian biryani. Because when I was telling him chicken biryani, he was playing mobile, his requirements collection was wrong from me, isn't it? Any comments? So our project deliverable was veg biryani. Any comments? Okay. Now, can I give him this? When I do I do validation. Before isn't it? I check these two. Control, let's say I control the scope. I check, isn't it? His requirement. Chicken biryani versus veg biryani. I see that this is a mismatch, isn't it? Can I give him change veg biryani? He will tell, are you crazy or something, isn't it? You're not going to accept it. Now for this veg biryani, I'm sure that my team members, they didn't get the resources from some other place. They took it from our project budget, isn't it? Let's say our cost baseline. They have taken isn't there some funds for that? Let's suppose this fund was around $80. Okay. Let's say not. I'm coming back to this story. Let's say, let's make it like this. Okay, 120 is here, isn't it? He gave us 120 for doing. Okay, and because veg biryani, let's say he's using organic products. It went to 105. Any comments? Okay, now my cost baseline went off, sure, above my this thing, isn't it? Now I need $5 extra. Can I go and ask the client, give me $5? No. How do I get this $5? Extra 5, because this is above my cost baseline. It has gone above my cost baseline, isn't it? Sometimes some errors are critical.
$5 can only go from the
Management. Yes, but how do I ask them? When the manager is go behind him and tell him, this happened like this. When he's walking the corridor, I put, you get the picture, I give him some chocolate or something, I say, okay, sign this, come on, sign.
There will be some document or there will be some request.
Can I say this, I have to send a change request? This change request will go to our management for acceptance. Exactly, isn't it? In this case, our CR will not be there. These people will not be there. It will be between internal, because this is our mistake. Can we go and tell the CR, customer? What will happen is the time which we made, we will have to inform about that. Time has gone. But you can't ask him the fund. Okay, but I hope you get the picture how this not CCB. My aim was to teach you some reserve and all, but I think the overall story came. I hope it is clear. Okay, we move forward. Actually, I expected this to finish in 1 hour, all of them, but I spoke too much. Okay, we will just stop here and then we move forward. Okay.